I think we're live.
Yes. All right.
So, where were we last time? Oh, yes, the gardens.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. The rune vault. There was this very, very large gate that faintly smelled of burnt flesh. You managed to open it without too much trouble. Cassian was a real help in that regard. Uh, he did explore the scarecrows next to them. It turns out that they were corpses of past looters.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
And by
Nope.
trying to reduce and set them on fire, a bunch of mice came out of them. I use the term to describe their general size, not the amount of limbs that they had. They had more spider-like limbs, of which they had 8.
Spice.
And they were screaming because their home was being burned.
Yeah.
But mostly harmless. However, what was not harmless was 2 mechanical, lack for a better term. No, I have to use the correct term. What did you call them? Lionids? Lionids?
Don't trust my spelling.
Like Charizards?
Yeah.
It's phonetical.
Arcanines.
Lionids. Well,
Leonids.
Age.
Sorry,
Leonids.
go. Jeez, I forgot I was muted. I've been saying it for like 10 minutes.
You're like,
Leonids.
guys.
Leonids. Leonids.
Uno.
the caption folks are going to be like very amused by that. Leonids. But they were aptly defeated. Unfortunately, not a lot of gold came from them. I believe it was 1 from both.
Woof.
It was like a really good one. It was like
It was a really good
It
one.
was in the middle, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
a heartfelt
Oh.
one.
Sorry, we called them aggregate Leonids.
Yes. Aggregate Leonids.
Spiffy.
Spiffy. Fancy.
Yeah, I pulled out the word hippo for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Great name.
But yeah, so far they are in a hump of metal, sort of like things have been torn apart from them. But we do have a little bit of upkeeping from Nevin, because you have 9 gold.
We don't need to look at that too closely. Don't worry about it.
You're a billionaire.
We do need to take a look at
Distribute the wealth.
No, we're
because presumably you just spend, because I did handle your burdens last time, you did have access to downtime, and before you head back into the dungeon you must spend all of the gold, so that's why we have a little bit of upkeep.
fair enough. Now it's spend it all or hoard it all, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that I have a hellfire burn on my arm that needs handled.
Yes.
So probably want to try to seek. Well, I don't know. Should I seek medical attention or an exorcist?
It depends on what you want.
Could be a both and situation.
Yeah, maybe I just look for like a priest and hope that he's got connections.
Yeah, you can definitely find a priest as no trouble. So you can spend your gold, as I make a note to make a priest later.
All right, and that's would it be 1 gold to treat the condition?
1 gold to treat the condition and reduce your rune by 1.
Reduce rune by 1. I'm back in shape. And then that also takes the condition off, or I need to spend another gold to take condition off?
No, it's basically when you spend gold to reduce your rune, it also takes away the attached condition, quote unquote,
Yeah.
if you
Okey-doke.
want to. You can keep it if you have so desire. As you can see, Ifori is at 2, but still has Burning Bright as a condition.
True. That tracks.
Because I learned how to turn my flames into like a real problem for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just your flames?
I don't have to turn me into a real problem. I already am one.
That's valid. Okay, I will take it off only because I cannot see a benefit to a lightless coal burning in my arm that was put there by a demon.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
And then I think I'm probably hoarding the rest.
All right. The first time you stash gold in your hoard, you complete the following prompts. Where do you keep your hoard so no one can find it? And narrate a flashback to a moment to your drive became important to you.
Okay. So Nevin has kind of been operating out of what could charitably be called a tent. It's more like a line that was strung up with a tarp over it and another one hanging from it. So you have a blanket with some coverage, or a roof and a like hammock basically. And there is some random shit just like on the ground underneath it. Underneath the random shit is a deep hole. As long as he's there, and as long as the stuff stays kind of undisturbed, you can't really access it or see that it's there. It is getting a little trickier to actually get to it with the town just kind of constantly expanding.
Mm-hmm.
But so he kind of has had to also use the tarp situation as like cover for when he's digging. He just kind of disappears in there, and you wouldn't see him for a few hours at a time while he's getting that situated. The moment your drive became important to you. So Nevin's drive, in case the viewers at home don't know, his drive is to bribe the justiciars so they erase your crimes. And I think that probably truly became important before he was even really on trial. Before he even really knew what to do about his situation. Back when he was rescued on a shard of an iceberg in the North Seas, found by a passing vessel by absolute chance, was down to nearly half of his full-grown weight at the time, frostbitten, covered in blood of men whose names he knew that had fallen before, and a few of whom were still scattered around him, cut apart and butchered to various extents, their remains frozen to the ice that they laid on. When everything happened, when that final voyage went the way it did, the only thing on his mind was survival. Not really for anything in particular. There wasn't a lot waiting for him if he made it back. He had nothing. Everything he had went down with the ship. But he couldn't just give up. He just pathologically, he just couldn't. He had to. He had to keep moving. And that mindless sort of drive to just not be able to stop, it is still driving him forward even now, even after being brought back to shore in shackles, the inquest that was set to put him on trial for 5, 6, 7 counts of murder. Wasn't charged yet. Depends on whether he comes back with enough loot to clear his name, wipe his records completely off the books, or whether he comes back as a dangerous escapee to be killed on sight. So that's what he's up to.
Excellent, excellent. We are finding out quite a bit of lore about our characters. But for now, we shall return back to the present. I think just based on the nature of the violence inflicted here, the ominous bird that everybody was really not keen on, has flown away, still mimicking the word help. But you can head in. There is sort of a few different paths that you can go down that seems to head into like different types of gardens. I think there is a sign in Old Kalduhr, like along the path, that sort of like points in various directions, saying where things are at. Not so much any sort of symbols on this sign, so like interpreting them is going to be a little bit difficult, but there is a very common word amongst... How many of them? Let me count. 1, 2... 3 of them.
So there's 3 different pits that we could go towards, is what I'm hearing?
It's not pits, unfortunately.
I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding.
It's not a pit this time.
Pit shaped.
This time.
I mean, it depends on what you define a pit. Could you count as going downhill a pit? Maybe, but it is a stretch of the definition.
B, so there's like a common like theme amongst the words that we're seeing.
Yes. Yeah. So like there is like the sort of like what had like in the direction to the center of like the sort of area. It has the same word as to the left, and into and like it's sort of like to the right, but however, like there is like 2 signs for like the right.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pela's gonna like look at the sign, and then I feel like out of everyone in the group, they've come to realize that Aram probably has more brains than the others. Brains, bronze, different. And is going to wave them over to like look at the sign. I feel like there should be like a common root amongst Old Kalduhr to what language we speak now, whatever common is. Latin roots, Greek roots that we have now. So do you have any idea like what these words could mean?
I think Aram joins you at the sign as you motion over, And I think Aram's already been kind of interested in it. This is kind of his field of expertise and something that he's like already drawn to. And you can see him kind of sort of tracing the symbols with his hand and sort of noting the pattern. And I
Mhm.
certainly think, defer to you, Chaotic, but
Yeah.
to me, this seems like a role where I'd be
Yeah.
like using my symbols to try to sort of figure out.
Yes. That
like-
sounds like a hunt roll with symbols, so that'll be 2 light dice.
All right, let's do these 2 dice. Cross fingers. All right, Aram gets a token, 6 and a 4.
Oh, nothing bad happens.
Nothing bad happens.
Oh my gosh.
It's a miracle.
My blood pressure.
Yeah, I think there is like a sort of common word as like you've been like looking at signs, traveling down here, probably figure out like the word for bag or pot. Has like a similar like root to that, but it doesn't really make sense for like to call this multiple things a pot or bag in this case. So like it could mean like multiple things together. So like the closest word you could probably come with it be collection.
Mm. And so I'm seeing that sort of
Yeah.
this either word that could be pot, but that I'm sort of interpreting as collection is kind of the
Yeah.
common word amongst these 3.
Yeah, it's sort of like a sort of like a suffix or a type of like word for pots. So like like you saw like some words like that in a market. So like could be like sort of like, oh, here, have a bag of so and so of like this object. So like in that sort of regard. So it could be like a sort of pluralization of like a word of just like many items. So
So I think
collection.
Aram.
Yeah.
Oh, card. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Chaotic.
So collection would be probably the closest to like Old Kalduhr. And it seems as because like it's being used as a noun in this case. So like
Mm.
so like there's a sort of type of collection here.
Linguistics.
Mm-hmm.
I think Aram absolutely relays it to Pela, but in a like a loud enough voice so that hopefully like he knows that the whole party can hear, and sort of still tracing the symbols and kind of gesturing and kind of putting on that almost sort of like professor hat a little bit of like there's a common root word here. I think pot, but sort of it's suggesting sort of something, an amalgamation or kind of a what's the word, collection, a collection of things, different directions. So maybe it could be stores in a few different places. This could be a place of great riches, but as we can tell, of great danger as well. And I think as Aram is saying this, something that he is noticing is that he is not hunched over, and he's so used to being hunched over from pain, mental or physical. He almost just sort of surprises himself with like how he's not in at death's door, and that honestly kind of throws him back for a second. And so he relays that and is sort of a little bit out of sorts.
Are you okay? Did something walk over your grave?
No, just the place unsettles me. But so different amalgamations, plethoras, different collections around here could be, any of these could be quite fruitful for us.
Mm-hmm.
Does any direction seem to show like buildings, or is it? I'm wondering if it's just, is it a collection of just different types of plants together?
It seems as though there are buildings in the sense of like buildings that have like glass panes on them, sort of like a frosted glass, so like you can't really see inside them. These seem to be have like sort of metal frames, and like there seems to be a few archways like connecting various buildings together. So a collection of what, it's unclear. Unless How many of you have been around rich people?
Is that a threat, chaotic?
No.
Or
No, this is just something to determine how much I tell you. If Yori, I saw your hand. If
I
Yori,
think Rom's been around. Yeah, but
are like even though like these places are from ancient times, it's pretty obvious to tell what this place is because you can see fields of plants like outside of like this area, like sort of like seems to be some sort of like wheat, underground wheat. That's a thing, I guess. But however, these seem to be more greenhouses than anything else. So collection of plants would be a pretty easy guess for you two.
Right.
chaotic. I apologize if you told us last game or this game already, but are we aware of the location set goals, or is that something we need to discover?
It's it out of character. In
Oh, okay,
character,
gotcha.
it's like sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not. Such as like because oh yeah, there is a lot of set goals for this. I will copy and paste it over again.
That sounds like a threat, chaotic. Everything you say, I'm
I,
terrified. I'm a scared
no,
person, though. It's not your
I,
fault.
listen.
The
Because I'm
anxiety.
because Nevin wasn't here last time, so there's four set goals. Recover the seedlings from the hidden nursery. Find Carrot Ilsnew's reliquary. Find the Shrine of Woven Moonlight. Find the venerable Panopticon of Poisons and Venoms.
I'm just so in love with the proper nouns
That's
in
great
Trophy
phrase.
Gold. Like, I don't mean to out of character, but like, this is such a rich world. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your in character goal is just explore. So
Was this hard? Like, was this garden hard to get to?
hard in the sense that it is deep underground, like because like you've traveled like effectively there is this pattern of like going down, traveling to a street, then traveling to a set, then going down, and like this pattern has been repeated sort of like 3 times so far. So you're pretty deep underground. So this is probably an area that most people don't go to out of like it's deep down here, so surface people wouldn't go here. Perhaps old Kaldurians didn't go here very much because this seems to be like more for work purposes or scientists experimenting. So, especially concerning the gate burns flesh.
Oh yeah, I will say, yeah, that seems like we're pretty hidden. Yeah, I'm gonna look around.
Mm-hmm. Are you going into the sort of the greenhouses, or are you going out into the fields? Because like any particular direction.
Oh, I will go towards the greenhouses because it seems like less of a fire hazard.
Okay. That is fair. I'll put you at like the closest greenhouse, which would be the center one.
Okay.
Located in the sort of center of the gardens. This area, this greenhouse has like 2 arch adjoining rooms across from the gates and a single archway to either side. All manner of plants here are overgrown. Thorned roses, snapdragons, chamomile, a rhododendron,
Rhododendron.
rhododendron,
Gotcha.
Optimus
orchids.
Prime. Yeah.
Yeah, orchids, birds of paradise, clementas, zinnia, aster, and sunflowers. They're all mixed together and growing in a thick mat that is sort of blocking to the ways to the sides. A worn
Okay.
path rocked through white stones forms across throughout the room, leading to the arch doorways. Despite this chaos, the plants look healthy and probably in righteous bloom.
I am going to like you said there's a white path. I'm gonna stay on the white path so I'm not burning anything.
Mm-hmm.
And with my offhand, which from now on I'm just referring to my fire hand as my on hand. So yeah. So with my offhand, I'm going to kind of examine all of these flowers and kind of just like cut take cuttings from each one in a tiny bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah, for my own reasons.
Okay. I would say that you can do that. Are you asking any particular questions, or you just want the flowers?
I want to know are any of these plants poison?
Okay, that is 2 light dice. Oh no, wait, hold on. I need to figure out skills first.
Oh, I wouldn't know. It looks pretty.
Okay. Then 1
I ain't
light
got
die.
shit.
You aren't the plant guy.
No, I didn't come across a lot of plants in my past.
It's a real shame of who is fairly knowledgeable on plants, especially poisonous types. That would be nice.
Yeah, you know what?
Too soon.
Turns out that I don't need you. I got a 6.
Despite it all, no, none of the plants in this room are poisonous. They seem to be mostly flowers and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
These flowers are like pretty though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are pretty and whatnot. You do find a crumbling statue of a snake man that is like holding a rose, and is pointing in to the left. So
okay. With my bouquet of flowers in my offhand, I'm going to oh, crap.
Yeah. There's also a very fine white powder on the ground, and like it seems to be like heavy in pollen, and it has a very strong smell to it. Doesn't seem poisonous though.
That's great. That's gonna be so great.
Eat it. Eat it.
Sniff it.
Lick it once. Just once.
No, so good. I'm going to kind of like tuck these flowers in my belt as gently as possible, and use my sword to kind of cut away through the plants to the left.
Yeah, that's pretty easy because you're using a weapon that can cut through things.
Yeah.
So you just do it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So to the left is a very similar plants that you do recognize because they are very common variety, but however, there's something off about them.
Hey, God damn it, I forgot his name. Fuck it. Pila, Aram, either one of you. Y'all want to come here and check this out? Because I found plants that are weird.
I think I'm staying fairly close, considering that I feel like there's a lot of danger. These kind of scarecrows, the aggregate leonids, this is all throwing me off and not making me feel good. So I'm not sure about the rest of you all, but I feel like I'm moving, maybe not directly with you, Euphoria, but pretty close behind, so that we don't get too split up.
Mhm.
Good plan.
Yeah, Cassian is following your lead
Mm,
as like sort of like you're with the group at the same time you're kind of not.
mm.
Just
And
like
I definitely think I'm keeping half an eye on Cassian all the time and sort of like
Mhm.
feeling that worry.
When Pela gets close, I'm going to just hand her a bunch, the whole bundle of flowers, and be like, "Here, just take these."
Are they worth anything?
They are flowers.
Ooh.
They're just flowers. Okay.
I mean, flowers can be used in medicine. To
Yeah,
your
this is
knowledge.
exactly why I got them.
Mhm.
Zinnias?
Yeah. Uh, pretty much is a sort of haphazard collection of flowers, and like they have like a lot of pollen in them, a little bit more than usual. So something is probably fertilizing the ground. So
Hmm.
so if you like dig in like the dirt, you may find something.
Are any of the plants though medicinal? I don't know if I could do like a surgery roll for that or roll
Uh,
of surgery.
yeah, I will allow that. That would be a 2-die hunt roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pale's very much like, how can I use these?
Mm-hmm.
I get a token. I got a 2 and a 6.
2 and a 6. These particular flowers, no, unfortunately. Well, flowers have been known to be used in medicinal purposes. These types of flowers are more ornamental and at best probably used in teas, such as rose petals, to enhance flavors. So this is a place where things are pretty. Probably one of the two other collections probably contain more useful plants.
Gotcha. I feel like Pale's like having this internal like battle of like, I have to carry these now and they're not useful, but I also don't want to hurt Euphoриa's feelings because
Thanks. Yeah.
I mean, you could pass them on to someone else.
kind of carries them at her side and lets the goat eat them. No, no.
Yeah. Cassian just starts eating them, you know.
No, she will put them in like whatever satchel she has.
Mhm.
And just like a very polite smile. I'm like,
Mhm.
maybe we can make tea with them if we ever form camp.
When you form
The
camp.
practical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. I just thought you could use them.
Mhm.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Also, these plants over here look weird.
Yeah, there also seems to be a sign near the door that has a lot of words on it.
The bane of our existence.
Yeah. Yeah, so like there seems to be like old Kalduhr word dash another sort of phrase and dash and another phrase, as well as just like sort of a list of sorts, probably the types of like plants that are in here.
It
There's
says,
a-
bless this garden.
Yeah.
We don't see any light source. Like
Mm.
and these plants are flowering.
Yeah.
Pale's like saying to the group, like,
Yeah. It's
I was about to be offended, like I am a light source, but okay. You meant for the plants. Got it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
unless you're down here consistently.
Nope.
Yes, I will note that because unlike other areas, that there is like a like every so often like up above, it seems to be that there is some sort of semblance of a light source. It's a little bit weird in the sense of like it's not very bright currently. Who is more academically magically inclined?
I always default to Aram as being the smart one.
Well, I'm more academic, I'd say, and I certainly think I could be familiar with magic, but I guess it depends exactly on what your question is, Chaotic. But I certainly think Aram could be the
Yeah.
person.
Aram. Mm, I will note that Aram is also been established as being notoriously bad at timekeeping down here.
Accurate. 100% true.
I
Yeah.
have an hourglass.
You have an hourglass.
I don't think I've used it though.
Do you want to ask questions about the big orb on the ceiling?
All right,
It-
there's a big orb on the ceiling of the
Yes.
greenhouse or of the
Above the
cavern.
greenhouse. Like basically, like there's the greenhouse. Outside the greenhouse, you could see like this giant orb up above. Way too high to directly interact with.
Damn
it's
it.
like you're not exploding the giant orb unless you have a way to fly, which technically in this
Hmm.
game is possible, but you have to figure out how.
We're gonna have like an Icarus moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I go.
I've
Understood.
foreseen it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the question is like, how are these plants surviving and not only like thriving down here?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be like something taking
Yep.
care of them, an irrigation system, like pollinators, light.
Okay. Do you have any relevant skills or equipment?
I'm like, I could argue death because the opposite of death is life.
Okay,
That's
I
true.
will give it
That's
to
true.
you for now.
Or I
Amazing.
have deduction, so
Yeah,
A
deduction.
plus B.
Yeah, you have a few investigation skills, let's say.
Yes.
So, 2 light die.
Oh, thank you. You're so generous. And this is a hunt.
Yeah.
4 and a 6. Get a token.
Yes. So probably
Do I get a token
yes.
for the 6 that I rolled?
Yes,
Yay!
do keep a track of your tokens. If you get like a 4, 5, or 6, you get a token.
I very rarely roll those things, so in a way that gets me a token.
That is fair. Before gets shit done, Ivory doesn't investigate too often.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, probably through a combination of things like looking around, checking outside, using your hourglass to just see like if anything changes over the course of time. I think you determine that orb is slowly growing brighter as time passes by, and is probably consistent with the passage of the sun. So there is light down here. It's just very early in the morning currently. You estimate that the current time of day is about with like some like marginal shadows determining math, because I imagine Pela has a little bit of like regards of like
She has a merchant daughter education.
yes.
She
So
knows math.
she knows math. It's about 5:02 in the morning.
Which does not align with the time that we left to come down here.
It it would, in the sense of like it takes you a while to like travel down here, and just it may have like days have passed because you have since like camped since you traveled down here.
Man, we are
Like
early risers.
it's hard to determine like when time passes, so your sleeping schedule could have been like changed slowly over time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like you sleep when you get tired and you wake up. So
But this is also like an amazing like technological like
Mhm.
feat for us, correct? Like
yes.
old Kalduhr, and we're seeing this in like ruins that they've somehow approximated a sun underground.
Yes, because according to the stories that they burned the world up above, and that's why they went underground. So destroying the world means that you have really good technology to do stuff like this.
Oh.
So yeah, Nevin, what are you doing in all this?
Yeah, so that was something I had a question on. Am
Yeah.
I, because I know I have my downtime, am
Yeah.
I with the party right now, or am I still needing to get to them?
You are with the party.
Okay.
It's more or less of like you've been relatively quiet since like the last we saw you with the party is when you were having a fight with Ifori, and it didn't end up the greatest.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely has not been very talkative since then.
Mm-hmm.
Just not really looking to upset that balance. But okay, so we've got magical orb in the sky, we've got greenhouse, ornamental plants. I'm so sorry. I am drawing an absolute blank. Have we do we know if there's anything else in here like
Mm-hmm.
with us? Like we've seen a lot of flowers and nice dirt and light and stuff. Is there anything like moving in here? You know, are there any weird noises? That kind of thing.
Anything bell adjacent?
Where's
Yeah, for real.
danger?
I will give you this for free.
Okay.
Uh, there seems to have been. I think this is probably something Nevin would notice because, like, you're not very academic. You're not really paying attention to like signs or anything. You're not like cutting the way forward like Euphoria. So like
Exactly.
you're trying to avoid ire. So you kept on looking at the ground, and you realize that oh, there's footsteps, like footprints of like in like dirt. So like there's a little bit of mud. So
In mud, do they look I mean, I'll gladly do a hunt roll if you call for one, but do they, are they human shaped? Are they particularly big? Are they particularly fresh? Like,
this will be a hunt roll. I believe Nevin, you have like tracking or something.
he's hunting.
Yeah. So 2 light die.
Okay.
Alright. Check what type of feet these creatures have.
Plants, sun. Oh my god, footprints.
Got a 6.
6.
Mhm.
They. It's less about like the footprint is like, oh, this is big or whatnot, but rather like the footprint is made of like 3 sets of feet. Like as though like something with has like was like imagine like you were like crawling on your hands and knees, but instead of using your palms, you use like your fingers to like
Oh, I
do it
Okay.
in something like that sort of like shape.
Hmm.
It's as though whatever was here was trying to either mask their prints or was doing something very strange. You also can tell like there is footprints of the Linenids. I know I said that wrong, but I don't.
Leonids.
Leonids. Uh, this is my struggle in fantasy games.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, footprints of the Leonids are here. So, but that's you already defeated them. Yeah.
Yeah, but these are distinct. These are different.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a tendency to be more oriented to the right, so like heading in that direction.
Off that way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From this was probably the most Nevin has made any noise the entire time he's down here, but he is just gonna like whistle from wherever back he is to get Euphoria at all's attention. Keep an eye out. We're not by ourselves in here either. Something else creeping through here.
What do you see?
Well, too much to be reassuring and not enough to be useful.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah, and he'll kind of gesture over and show you the prints.
Do I recognize any of these prints?
No, unfortunately. It doesn't match any known creature. Like, if you didn't know better, you would say like, oh, this is like some sort of like multiple little babies wearing shoes.
Nope. Nope.
So we should go the other direction, right?
Well, I was headed left. Those are headed right.
Mm-hmm.
And left is the direction the crumbling statue is pointing, right?
Yes.
I think Aram's curious about this statue, and so would
Are you going
would
to check
also
out the
agree.
statue? Are you getting closer to it?
Are you getting close to it? No.
I think Aram would. I would.
Yeah, as you get close to it, you can tell like, oh, the reason like why the statue is crumbling is has been purposely defaced.
Love to see it.
You could make a hunt roll to like investigate further.
I didn't do it.
I think that would intrigue Aram. I think I would sort of like look, kind of assume the crumbling was due to age or destruction, but then sort of like getting
Yeah.
a sense that it's more intentional.
Yeah,
That
like-
really fascinates Aram.
Yeah, like it's like as though like sort of like any sort of like extremities such as like nose, ears, like fingers have been like sort of removed like intentionally. It is stone. But you,
Allegedly.
Could I make a pitch that my skill in transformation would show me that a vandalism of a transformational kind towards a statue?
I would say that you're more likely your symbols would apply in this
Oh.
case. So
That the
you'll be
symbols might do?
you'll be too light.
Kadek, you are the best. I'm always saying that.
Mm-hmm.
No whammies, no whammies.
No.
Oh. Rom gets a token, but encounters something terrible.
Yes. So,
Story of my life.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Luck ran out.
Yeah. You looking through the statue, you do find something actually useful. Like this particular statue, like it seems as though like it has like this coat on of sorts. And like there is a letter that's been placed in here. As though like particularly it looks like although like the extremities were removed, like the coat quote unquote pocket was carved up to like hide this letter.
I think I have to take it out and open it and read it.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but okay.
Aram specifically has to.
Gotta. You gotta. You just gotta.
We're just watching him do this.
Yeah.
It's a red
Out here
button.
touching
It says
shit.
push me.
From a safe distance, mind
He
you.
has no sense of self-preservation.
Yeah.
I'm closer to Aram because he got closer to the statue, and last time statues moved, so
There's a
Yeah.
precedent.
Yeah. A sort of statue is just like just being like, this is a sort of contract in the employ of some random noble. You don't really recognize the name. It's like you're going down here into Old Kalduhr to find like those sort of rumors of this item called the Golden Rose, which supposedly cures every ill, including like things like that seem almost impossible to cure.
like stupidity.
No,
No,
Uh,
that one's endemic.
like such as like instead of like of just like treating beast bittenness as just like we can like temper it to make sure like you don't get out of control or like that sort of thing. The Golden Rose is supposedly to cure it outright, that there is no ever trace of beast bittenness.
Yeah. Cure all. Cool.
Yeah, it supposedly was sort of grown in the panopticon of Tajar, which is supposedly near in this particular sort of garden area. So that's not the terrible thing. As
I
a
kind of
good thing.
assumed.
The right
Well-
door to the greenhouse opens up, and out steps is a mannequin.
Nope.
They have like sort of shears on like the edges of like their hands, and like what looks to be like a straw hat and like a gardener's apron. And
Nope.
Should be nice.
looking at their parts, it's a little bit obvious why there's the strange prints, because like it seems as though they are built from multiple smaller mannequins.
Getting worse.
Not the fractal gardeners.
That's a
Well,
good name.
now we have a name for him.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
And I think on that note, we will go to break.
I think so.
we're back. And we have a very. Mannequins typically do not have facial features. So, like, there is, like, this sort of blank face, but it can perceive you and just cocks its head to the side and is starting to just head over to you all.
Yep, hate that.
Does it happen to be brandishing its sheer hand thingies?
It really has them at the sides and is just very curious.
Okay, just vibing. All right, all right.
Yeah.
I put myself in between us and it, keeping my sword at the side, but kind of like squaring up with them, like, what up?
Is any of your body parts on fire currently?
All of my body parts are forever on fire now.
Okay. Well, it doesn't like that.
Well, that's not my fault. It's ableist.
Touche.
Touche. I don't know. The plant guy, like the one of the gardeners doesn't like fire being in the garden.
That's absolutely valid, but he can, like, what I've been doing is keeping all of my flaming parts far enough away from any type of plant life, and I maintain that in this stance.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Yeah.
I'm still acting as a wall in between myself and this creature,
Yep.
but I'm also very aware of my fire, of being a walking fire hazard.
Yes. I think it sees you, looks down at the ground, and I think like a couple of like miniature little gardeners pop on off, ones that do not like have like scissors for hands, but rather regular hands, and like they start like sort of digging in the ground a little bit, and then start lifting up like this big metal lid, and then start like putting their hands in, and then pulling up what appears to be like a rope, and start pulling it up.
I'm not moving. I am watching very carefully and very confused.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Watching this, eventually, out of the hole that is in the ground, a bucket appears. It is filled with water.
nope. Nope.
Does this count as a hate crime if they try to douse you?
Yes.
Can't leave
Oh
it.
no.
Or I don't think they like your flame.
That seems unfortunate. If they come anywhere near me with that,
Yeah.
I will defend myself.
Yeah. One of the garden tenders reattach, but instead of like having just like this, it effectively a second jointed hand, so like they can pick up the bucket,
Mm-hmm.
and they are going to attempt to douse your fire if you don't do anything.
Yeah, okay. If they raise that bucket to me in my direction,
Oh no.
I am throwing my sword at them
Can we
and
like jump in the can we stop
following up with
recording?
a flaming fist.
Okay,
Fuck
this
you guys.
sounds like a combat roll.
It is now. They started it.
Yeah, that is fair. This is going to be. I'm going to need a weak point from Ifori.
It's just 1d6, right?
Yep, 1d6.
3.
anyone else joining in the fight?
Question: can we somehow stop Afori from doing this with like a contest roll
Yes.
if we don't want Afori to attack the
Use the
creatures?
bouquet.
It's called self-defense.
Like get in the way, just be like try to like hold Afori back, like a calming hand at all. Just be like,
Pele, can you just like Secret Service jump in front of the water?
right.
No.
It's just
Okay.
That's what I'm imagining.
Okay.
I'm not imagining
We
that.
could
but
ask
yes,
the same
what
question.
Pele actually says.
I will have this be a contest roll. I will remember the 3 from Ifyori. Basically, it's whether or not Ifyori ends up in into a combat
Combat.
roll. Yes.
I got you.
Any relevant skills? I would say from Ifyori, you
Death.
have ferocity, so like you
Mhm.
get your first light die from there. Pela, do you have any relevant skills to this?
Surgery.
I'm not trying to hurt
Surgically
him.
remove him from the situation.
Yeah.
That is
Accurate.
pushing it.
Accurate.
Yeah, because I'm not attacking. I'm trying to like persuade his actions away from this.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have a relevant skill.
Okay. You both gain a light die for every point of ruin you have. And the the contest is not inherently risky. Unless if you're gonna stab through Pela.
Just give me flowers.
Look, I'm defending myself. If you want to hop your happy ass in between me and
That was
somebody who's
5
trying
minutes
to
ago.
attack me, like, that's on
So
you.
5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm a roll.
Mm-hmm. You may add as many dark dice as you want.
I am so good. I don't need it.
Okay.
So we get
Whoa.
one and then an additional one for all of our ruins. So
Yeah.
it could be 4.
Yes. Yes. If you have like a relevant skill, which sounds like Pela doesn't, so you
No.
would just get your ruin dice.
Okay, just ruin, not 1. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got a 6 and a 5.
I also got a 6, 5, and 3.
6, 5, and 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can enter into the combat as like
So
Uh,
close.
I imagine Pela, like you're just like trying to make this logic. It's just like, oh no, like if you probably leave the area, then
Yeah.
like then this wouldn't be an issue, right? For you, and like if it's just like sidesteps you, looking like a badass, and is going to try to kill this gardener.
I'm not trying to kill nothing. I'm trying to stop it from attacking me with force.
Okay. Still combat roll.
Yes, it is.
All right, so roll 1 die since it's just you currently, and we're looking for an endurance of 6.
Okay, so since this is me just by myself, I'm going to pull out just an actual D6. Let's see if. Because I don't know. Digital dice have been sketchy, so let's. God, please work. Oh! I got a 6.
I got damn. Narrates you taking out this gardener.
Sorry. As it like raises the bucket to splash it at me, like I said, I throw my sword at it, and it should hit it in the shoulder, and on instinct I follow it, like rushing forward and punching it with my flaming hand, kind of dead center in the chest, and just to let my rage kind of burned through it. Since I still have the condition burning bright and it's fueled by my anger.
Yeah.
I am a Sith Lord right now, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
As I burn that thing from the chest outward.
Yeah. That is also its weakness. So the endurance goes from 6 to 5. As like the thing catches on fire and is trying to use like the bucket to douse itself, and like it sort of like falls apart into like multiple little creatures, and it's like a few of them survive because like they were at like the limbs rather than the center, and like they sort of like scatter, chittering away, probably an old Kalduhr, as the good portion of them flee in terror. But you may roll gold 5 to see if you have anything from this center mass.
Is it just 1 gold die, or do I roll 5 gold die?
You roll 5 dice, and for every 6, you find a point of gold.
Okay, give me 6s. I got 1 6. That's not bad.
Yeah. What do you harvest from this creature as we come up with a name for it?
Oh wait, I thought we came up with a name for it. The fractal gardeners.
Fractal gardeners. Okay.
But I'm going to harvest a heart-shaped like ember. That was its heart. Yeah, sure, why not? No, it's just a little gardener guy.
Pocket gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like, as you like see, like they're fleeing, like there's like little doors that they can like go through, in case like they need to like separate into like miniature versions, so they don't get stuck at the big doors.
Yeah. That's what you get for hate criming. Don't hate crime, guys.
They're just gardeners.
Who tried to put me out?
That's fair. Anyways,
Couldn't you reignite?
Probably, but I don't want to.
Pale's like gonna pull that bouquet of like flowers out of her bag and like drop it into like the remaining fire from like that the fractal gardener. Not everything needs to be solved with your fists. We could have asked it questions. None of us know old Kalduhr.
Then how would you ask it questions?
We could have gesticulated. We could have done something, but you completely eliminated any possibility of that.
It was attacking. I was defending.
It was protecting its garden.
From what? Do you see anything else burning in here?
It's again, any sort of demonstration, you immediately jump to we don't need to argue in here, but maybe pause for just a moment next time.
I'm going to pick up my sword from whatever remains of the ash of the fractal gardener, and kind of tuck it into my belt because I don't really have a sheath. And it's like, yes, if my hesitation causes your death, remember you said that. And then I'm going to turn and go to the left door and just explore, or like just wait over there, honestly, for the rest of the party.
I feel like very notably, like before Pela and Ifori had this, no pun intended, dust up, I feel like literally as this all was about to go down, Aram was sort of like slowly extending his arms with a, "We're not here to hurt you." Oh.
Oh no.
And then kind of just watching Pela and Ifori have that conversation. And I think it's sort of like mortifying me. And I definitely sort of like quietly, but not necessarily secretly, but more just like quietly and off to the side, say, looking down towards Pela, "Thank you," and then I think follow Ifori and continue looking around.
Yeah. Heading back to the left, there is that uh that sign with a list of just various things. Uh, Inside further, there seems to be plants that have familiar forms, but there's like something a little bit off, like they are not the right colors. Like some of them are like a bright blue hue, purples, reds, very vibrant. Such as like, oh yeah, this type of flower should be like a light like pastel pink, but instead it is like a bright orange color. So um, there is like at the far end of the room, just this really large mass of like vines that seem to be actively growing. Like you can visually see it growing.
I want to head over to that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to that, and
Yeah.
because I seem super appreciated right now, I'm gonna take my burning hand and like just yank the vine.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make the risk roll.
Yeah, give it to me.
What do we all think can go wrong? I will go first because I know exactly what this thing is. Inside the vines that are closer to the wall are little skeletons of various animals, and every so often it sort of like crunches as it constricts them. This thing eats flesh. So if you're even though like your fire will burn, other aspects of this vine will just grow so fast to try to trap you and try to squeeze you to death.
Sounds accurate.
Any other things that could go wrong by trying to light this vine on fire?
I mean, could also light several other things on fire for sure.
Mhm.
You know when you go to like those tropical houses and like it suddenly starts raining?
Uh-oh.
I feel like the heat is enough to like fast track that with like the condensation building in like this greenhouse. So like just the act of Euphoria burning like causes rain.
Mm-hmm. And dousing Fury
Mhm.
out temporarily.
I think to me, kind of the opposite of Nevin's idea. I wonder if this particular plant is either resistant or immune to like fire in some way.
The green.
Do I get to pick which one of these terrible things happens, or do all of them happen?
No, I just get to pick.
Okay, cool.
However,
Good.
Devil's Bargains is something that you can pick. However,
Okay.
we have to first determine what's relevant skill or piece of equipment. I would just say Burning Hand.
Yeah, I will. I'll go
Might
with
be
burning
relevant.
hands. I'm also pissed off, so
Mhm.
I guess it's burning a little brighter.
Yeah.
I do one nice thing and it ends up in fire. Fine, fuck it. You get no more nice things.
I'm gonna say,
I'm sorry.
no matter what.
He's sensitive, Aubrey.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what's happening.
Yeah. As people sort of mitigate into the room, no matter what, the fractal gardeners are going to take this chance to repair the lions outside. Any others?
Anybody else got another one?
No matter what, somebody ends up in the vines.
Okay.
That's rude.
I like the classic. No matter what, someone else notices this fight with the vines.
Mhm.
So something
Okay.
is attracted to our location.
Yeah, something is attracted to the rest of us. Yeah.
See,
Do you have one?
I was just thinking more along the lines that no matter what, like a Fori is like infected some way with either like pollen dust or something that amplifies like his anger, like the irritation that he feels. I don't know.
How many of these devil bargains can I take?
one.
Only one? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it makes the most sense. Like, oh crap. See, because there are two really good ones. Not telling you which ones though. No, there's two of them that I really like because it would be very interesting for my character to either be like, yeah, I promise. Like, it either bumps up against my code of promise to get him back, or like these are my charge and I'm supposed to protect him. So those are the two that I'm really like fighting against right now. So I'm going to roll evens and odds, see which one I pick because I'm taking one of them. Well, that was evens. I guess I said the first one. The first one I said was I take the pollen. So yeah, I'm gonna do the pollen and just get really cabin fevery. I was like, dude, I did not specify they had to be alive, so I'm just like, do I bring them back? Like, kind of where I'm at with these people. Great. Sorry, guys.
You knew that.
So how many dice is that for me total?
That would be 2 light and 1 dark because this is inherently dangerous.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
And here we go. Okay, thank you. I got a 6, 5, and a 3. My 3 is the dark dice.
Okay. All right. You have narrative control. These plants will burn. What does that look like?
As I grab this thing, I hear not a not inhuman shriek and shrill that kind of rings out throughout the whole entire freaking greenhouse. And like as the vines pop and crack and like catch fire, there's an odor of burning flesh throughout the burning flesh and hair and fur throughout the like permeating from this chaos that I've created. And in a defense, like it like unleashes a wave of pollen that just like kind of takes me back to another time when I was in the arena, and it like the burning, between the burning and the smells and the screams and the popping, I'm just like lost in this anger, in this rage, as I'm like just yanking and kicking with my fire hand and my fire foot at this whole vine, this whole area. Even when there is no vine, I'm still kicking and scratching and punching at this.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a good like section of it caught on fire, and like it's just trying to like grow away. And like there is a slight mist, so like pretty much like 80% of the vines are gone. It is just a back wall. There's nothing behind it, thankfully, or disappointingly. But like the vine is definitely gonna try to recuperate somehow, but avoid you, Vine Destroyer.
Add that title.
Ifori, the Vine Destroyer.
Yeah.
We're the reason they shut it down.
Damn.
They shut down mine because of you.
It's what we do.
Mhm.
Do we
Yeah.
stop him?
You think you can?
Oh, I feel like we're just like watching an abject horror as
Yeah.
you just like go ham on this thing.
Well, I guess here's my question to Ifori really is, are you just blindly still raging at the initial thing you tried to attack, or are you just going off destroying anything in your field of vision at this point?
I think once I hit the wall, Ifori would come to his senses like mildly, only because there's no more, like I'm not fighting into a cloud of pollen anymore. Like I've hit something solid, and like I felt that reverberate through my arm. So like I'm coming down from my rage.
Okay.
But I am still like heavy breathing and just like over here, and it's like, okay.
I don't know that we need to stop him. I think
There's nothing this way.
Mhm.
Should try the other greenhouse.
Other plants in here, they seem to be quite beautiful. Some of them sort of like had their like blooms closed. You open up at the presence of you walking by, looking very beautiful. There are, despite the destruction, there are a few little bees buzzing about. Bzz. Some of them frequenting specific flowers more than others.
Does it look like there's any more rooms off of here? Or we've kind of like reached the end of the branch of this greenhouse.
Boo. This is the end of the branch of this greenhouse, it seems like.
I think like once Euphoria says that like there's nothing, this way, Pale's just like gonna turn around to like walk back into like the main section of the greenhouse. So we'll see if there's anything to the left or right where the creature came from.
mm-hmm.
Before, like, once everyone leaves, Ifori is going to look at these like flowers. Like, no, he's gonna look at them and be like have a moment, and then just begrudgingly follow everybody, just leaving everything alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, heading off to the right, there is this sort of room that is, as you get closer to it, before like you even open the door, like there is like a slight vibration to it. And opening up the door, it turns into a buzzing sound.
Nope.
Do you enter further?
Nope.
Or do you just look through the door?
I feel like placing their like her hand on it and feeling that buzzing. Does it look like there's anything coming out from like the edges of the door?
From the edges of like the door, it seems like there is like maybe like a very small hole or something. And every so often a bee flies on through.
This is a door to remain closed.
Relatively, just for the record, though, relatively normal looking bee, like
Relatively normal looking bee, about the size of like of a coin.
okay. So that
So
little guy, but okay.
Yeah, like a little roly poly bumblebee.
Yeah, a little guy.
Yeah.
Just a little guy.
Kayla has sense of self-preservation and feels like a vibrating door with little bee holes is not a good one to open. But was this the only thing that was in this kind of area?
Yeah.
To continue forth, we have to go through B door.
I mean, you could head back outside to like head towards like the sort of the fields of like corn, wheat, that sort of thing. I think at this sort of time, like it's starting to like effectively dawn is breaking, so like there is like sort of decent enough light that you don't need torches at this point.
Mhm.
I'd rather do that than walk into a beehive personally.
Agreed. Rather would not. Does anyone have strong feelings about opening a B door?
We're here to explore, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna open it. Let me leave first.
Well, then go.
Bye. Is Flori gonna open the door?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Leaving the greenhouse.
Okay.
Forey's not in a good mood.
No.
Of course he's gonna open the damn door.
Okay. Heading back out, I think you see. It's rather what you don't see.
Don't like that.
The lions that you had previously defeated are gone.
Great.
So like no corpses,
No
no
corpses.
yeah.
Probably have gone to repairs since like there is other creatures about, such as mannequins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corn. Uh,
Are there drag marks? Like, can we see where they were taken?
Any of those weird little footy prints? Feet prints?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, you see the little funny prints around the corpse that seem to drag it off to the side, probably to a shed somewhere
Yep.
to repair.
They probably wouldn't hold a grudge, right? Like just
Can we go apologize to them? Maybe it'll be fine.
You're welcome to try.
Oh, no. You can't get gold if you are dead.
That is true. That is true.
So it's a
our
cost
motto.
risk kind of scenario here, and the risk is not worth it.
I'm concerned it works like magpies, where like if they vaguely recognize you and think anything vaguely bad about you, they are just gonna swoop.
Yeah. Something that you would also notice is that there, in a particular section of the fields, it's as though like the section of like of the space has no light to it. But you can explore the corn, or you can, or in the wheat, or you can head to the darkened fields.
I hate all of those options.
I'm partial to the first option personally. The dark. Here's the thing: the dark fields. I think we will have to wait for Ifori because none of us
being stung to death.
No, because we don't have Ifori's our light source. We could go in with torches, but I'd rather have like the beacon personally.
Oh, now I'm useful. Okay.
I'm staying out of this one.
Yeah. And
Whichever is closest.
Yeah. The cornfields are closer, just because like of the nature of them just being everywhere. I think the sort of point of interest is like there is seemingly like a building in the middle of the fields. So
Let's head to the building.
okay.
Through a corn maze, which is totally fine.
Exploring the corn.
that couldn't go badly. Yeah.
No.
No, it'll be fine. Especially given that there's little mannequin children running around in the corn.
Mhm.
Children and corn are never a bad combination.
No.
Yeah.
Are we all leaving a 4?
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
Just split this party here.
Maybe. Who is leading this group into the cornfields?
I'm fine. Payla's just like stalking off, so pun
Mhm.
intended.
Yeah, no, Nevin is
Stalking.
quietly following behind Pela to make sure that she doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, I assume she's sensible, but you never know out here.
All right. This is going to be a hunt roll to navigate the fields as to what is in the center of them. Is being your question. Pela, not sure if you have anything really relevant to navigation.
Deduction.
Fair enough.
I could pick a point that I can see on the ceiling and follow that.
That's fair.
You thought wrong. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Ooh.
2 light dice, then.
This is a hunt roll, 2 light.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, I get a token, but I encounter something terrible.
Primo.
We got 2 5s.
Yeah. Yeah, the structure grows larger and larger, and then you start to hear it. Whoosh. Whoosh. And some of the corn gets toppled over as there is a row of garden tenders on their path for cutting, and they will cut you just because they are on a route. Make a risk roll. What do we all think could go wrong? I think you're going to get into the fight with like the fractal gardeners. And there is more than you previously thought.
I think that in their route and in your/our attempts to evade them, you get cut off from the rest of us.
Oh, that's a good devil's bargain.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll take that if that's the one on the table.
Okay.
Well,
I am very confident in my ability to hide.
That's fair.
we can find you, so say.
Yeah. Any sort of particular skill in evasion or anything?
Surgery.
No.
Hide way up in there.
No, but I have a ritual that I can move untraceably through darkness.
Do you want to cast the ritual instead of just like physically evading? Because that does not give you a light die for skill, but rather just gives you a dark die for casting a ritual.
Gotcha.
Do we have sufficient darkness for you to cast it? I mean, I guess the corn itself is providing shadow.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But it is daylight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so if I were to just try and run out of its path versus casting a ritual, like, I guess there wouldn't be a benefit for the ritual right now because that would be a dark die.
Yeah. A dark die would be a very good, like, oh, I'm sneaking because, like, they cannot perceive me because I am in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, this is just like, you're dodging to get out of the way.
Yeah, because they have a path. There's no... You could sneak through a thing and still get hit.
Yeah.
All right, so just 1 light die, 1 dark die, or...
Yeah, 1 light, 1 dark.
This could only go fine. All right, so I rolled a 2 dark and I rolled a 2 light. If this is higher than your ruin goes up by 1.
So because
this is higher than my ruin.
Yeah. So
or my ruin is higher.
Your ruin is higher, so like you don't go up in terms of ruin. However, you cannot re-roll this because dark wins ties, and since dark is quote unquote high on this, you cannot roll again. Because I said like the group would end up with a combat in it, and the fact that you're going to be ending up separated because that was your devil's bargain.
Mm-hmm.
you manage to sort of dodge out of the way and make your way further towards the building, just booking it. And the garden tenders, they don't really notice you, but then they see your other two compatriots, and they raise up their scythes to attack. Both of you roll weak points.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pella.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
1.
2.
2.
Okay.
Okay, so don't roll low. We'll be fine anyway.
That's what I always tell myself.
This is gonna be. This is
Notice
gonna be.
belt.
This is gonna be 8 endurance because like there's multiple garden tenders. Well, fractal gardeners.
Yeah.
So, roll 2 dice.
Both of us, or
Just one of you. Around
Nevin,
you roll.
Oh, okay.
And I have to roll. We're gonna
combat
cut away.
dice.
Yes.
Okay, a 4 and a 2. 6.
Yeah, it hits your weak point to Rom.
I'll add 1 ruin to my
Um,
yield character sheet.
Yield character sheet. But before we start narrations on the first round of combat, we're gonna cut away to Ifiori.
Yep.
In what is now the Tremor Hive.
Oh, love that name.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, a dog.
Bee dog?
In a sort of like 9x9 area, there are glass beehives.
That's
Uh,
cool.
The honey and combs are visible, golden and sparkling. There are multiple fractal gardeners who are cleaning up after the bees, taking some dead bees out from underneath, giving like water to them, offering them like little flower blooms for them to like pollinate, and like they're making like little cooing noises as though they're talking to like their pets.
Huh. I, with my sword still away, I stand still, kind of just listening to the hum to see if it'll help, like, calm me down. Yeah, I'm standing unmoving, trying to, like, with my arms out to the side. Well, my good arm out to the side, with my flame arm, like,
Hidden.
not so much hidden, just like tucked really like close to me.
Yeah.
And my leg like also tucked in really close to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. Ooh, doo, doo. It's, you may not understand old Kalduhr, but it's very much baby talk from these mannequins. But is there anything you want to do? Or are you just watching?
Yeah, I want to try and see, like, is there anything of value in this room while I'm in here?
I will make you roll a hunt roll.
Cool. Yeah. Let's
Any
hunt.
relevant skills?
Presence? I don't know.
No, I don't think
I didn't think
has
so.
much effect on
I'm
bees, at least currently.
Yeah, I don't know. So no relevant skills.
Okay, so just one light die.
All right. Yeah. Where'd that 1d6 go? You did so well for me last time. Don't suck.
Mhm.
Yay! Okay, so I did get another 6.
Oh my gosh. Another hunt token.
Yeah.
As a reminder, you can spend 3 hunt tokens collectively to achieve goals. Or spend a hunt token to find treasure. So,
Cool.
in terms of stuff that is valuable, honey is rather valuable in like Kalduhr, especially with just the sheer amount of it. Like you could easily get like multiple sacksfuls of honey. Uh, I,
How would
I,
I do that without disturbing the bees?
yeah, that is the question of maybe the bees could be lured away, maybe because they seem to be attracted to the pollen. That could be used because like there's a ton of it in the previous room.
Oh my gosh, I had a ritual that could help here, and I'm so sorry. I am stuck in a cornfield.
That's fine. You
Uh,
left me. It's fine.
I think something that you also notice is there is a grate in the floor.
Oh,
Uh, it doesn't look like the sort of grate from like the sort of metal cover for like the well from the previous room, but rather
okay.
like something that could be lift up and head down. However, it's directly at the center of the bees, so that could also disturb the bees.
Um, okay. So I'm burning. I'm forever burning. I'm trying to do these things. Okay. So,
Yeah. Also, something that you do notice is like, oh yeah, there's some bees that are gathered off to like the sort of side wall,
okay.
just collective, just sitting there, not moving.
Is it a group of well, they're not dead bees because the little gardeners guys would have gotten them out of there.
Yeah,
Hey, okay.
yeah, they're just not moving.
Can I? Cracker Jacks. I guess I'll go back to the old room
Mm-hmm.
and gather like just a bunch of pollen in my hand.
Yep.
And like hold it out and wave out in front of me, away from my arm, away from my leg. And kind of like hum to kind of match the
Yeah.
buzzing resonance that's happening in this room. To be like, yo, I don't speak bee, but this is me being friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of situation.
Yeah. This will be
Also, how do I spend a hunt token to find treasure? Because I'm doing all of this. I want to find at least some sort of treasure.
yeah. Basically, you say that you're going to spend it, subtract your hunt token by 1, and I will give you a relevant treasure for this room.
Let's wait. Can I spend another hunt token to find treasure in the pollen room that I went in?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm
Okay.
down to 1 hunt token, finding treasure in these 2 rooms that people left me for.
I think as like you're sort of like looking through just gathering pollen, I think you do find like a basket of like various tools, like gardener's tools that still look like it'd be finely made tools. So collectively, they could be sold for gold. And your pollen plan goes off like a charm.
Yay.
Probably if you don't like sort of mess around with the hives itself, like
Mm-mm.
trying to access the grate, probably not a no go currently. However, you can collect some of the honey and you can get a sack full. However, there is a little bit of a special rule with this honey, because you could collect 2 sackfuls, but you would need to spend an equipment slot, because it's just like, that is a lot of honey.
Okay. Well, it's not like I'm loaded down with equipment, so
Each sackful of honey is worth 1 gold as well, so you have found 3 gold. Congratulations.
ha.
Meanwhile, combat.
Yeah, let's see.
Nevin,
be fun.
you go first.
I'm muted. Okay.
No, this isn't a roll yet. We're doing a narration, because I didn't have you narrate the first round yet.
Okay. Okay, so Pela just kind of
Booked it.
made a scene and ditched us.
Wow.
If I have that correct.
Sounds right to me. But it also sounds very similar to what you guys did to me, so.
No, you made a scene and then we ditched you. Yeah, no, I mean I do keep that saying on me, by which I mean a 5-foot long piece of iron that I just throw at people. So it's not really it's basically reflexive to just kind of dive in at the things and get at them with the spear. Ideally trying to push them back from Aram a little bit, because
Thanks.
yeah, doing my best here, bud.
Around, you do take a point of ruin for getting hit. What does
Right.
that look like?
I think in my mind, Aram's actually been kind of trailing behind a little bit with Cassian, because the idea is that he wasn't really a fan of splitting the party, but he's like, the farther and farther Pela and Nevin get away from Ifori, like the middle ground between them is more and more like splitting the party even more. And so it's sort of like hanging back, but eventually that's not possible, sort of moving closer towards Pela and Nevin. And then when sort of combat sort of pretty suddenly comes upon us, I think Aram kind of like sighs and like gestures towards Cassian and says, hide. And then just sort of like you see him sort of like kind of swinging us the staff around, and he's not quite as bloodied as before. So it's like much more human, much more controlled. And the garden tenders and creepiness, I think there's just a lot of, because it's many littles, right? I'm imagining like the equivalent of sort of like slices and pecking kind of like constantly. And so there's kind of just like a myriad of small wounds that start to appear. And it's this kind of perverse thing where like Aram was definitely kind of like happier and taller, but there's kind of like a grimness that sets in as sort of like the blood starts to drip down, and there's like a familiarity. So it's also like more
Alright.
routine at this point.
Nevin, you can roll for the second round of combat. That would be 3 dice.
3, okay.
You got this, Nevin. Nevin.
2 6s and a 3.
Excellent. And I think with that, before we actually narrate, we will go on break.
All right.
Oh. getting back into the combat, we need to see where Thala went off to.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We do, we do, we do. Oh, we just so desperately do. Because here's the thing. Thala,
Mm-hmm.
you found a new set.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
My bad.
Mhm. Millennia ago, when the great calamity befell his people, Karat Ilsnu, hero of the Snake Men, was prepared. As their world ended, Karat Ilsnu cast a spell to travel to the future and secure what was needed for the Snake Men to avoid their ill fate. Still, he travels through time, frozen in place for millennia. History repeats itself. The people of Old Kalduhr were forced to burrow deeper and deeper underground to avoid the calamity on the surface. Every few decades or centuries, some new group would find Karat Ilsnu and his reliquary, and the cult of the snake would rise again. Blood magic and other dark arts were practiced in the hopes of understanding the artifacts found within. Here, the artifacts of ancient segment can be found as pristine as they were created. The set goal is to open the throne room and abscond with the treasures of the snake men.
Mm.
We are pro absconding, so
I do love a good absconsion.
Mm-hmm.
abscontia. Yeah.
Yeah. The sort of opening doors opens into a gallery of sorts. The ground is caked in broken rock and dust. Pristine pedestals are positioned under skylights. They seem to be more looking as though they were towards the outside rather than like the what is actually above it. There is as though it was like a bright noonday in here. Artwork from a bygone age are displayed on the wall. There are onto like the sides of the room are two large snake statues, opposite sides. And there is like a tapestry as one of the artworks. Um, sort of things on like little plinths, like little snake statues. As well as like multiple doorways to various rooms. As well as a very large doors, double doors.
Ugh. Just like peering into the room, does there appear to be like any guards, anything keeping watch, like moving around the room, or is it just quiet?
Make a hunt roll. I would give you deduction.
All right.
So 2 light die.
Thank you, thank you. I get a token, but encounter something terrible.
From what it looks like, because it's not like the super large room. Pretty much the statues, they have like a very long pole arm, and it seems that that's if you were to take like that pole arm, you could probably reach to like both of them back to back could reach like across the entire room. So if there were guards, they probably would be in the place where the stone statues are at.
Okay.
Have you been told about the animated statues of previously?
I doubt that. We kind of
Yeah, I don't know that.
before he hired her, and then
then.
yeah,
I mean, you've been traveling for a little bit of time.
I guess what kind of stories would everyone have kind of shared about the adventures, if any, over like campfire talk?
I really wish I could tell you, but I'm not there.
In like the past, and
In the
like
past.
we're trying to see if
Oh,
you guys
okay.
would have told her about like your adventures down here before.
Ifori would have bragged about kicking some statue ass.
Okay,
Absolutely.
fair enough.
All right.
So it is possible that these, especially since like what if you're described as doo, 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 uh, Smet's ill's cause, being like sort of Nagane's type of name, and Nagane is known for snakes. It's very obviously that this place is probably of Nagane's built. So anime statues there probably means anime statues here. Best not to mess around with the artwork.
Nope. Let me ask: is the way back still there?
I mean, you could head the way back. You hear sort of sounds of violence outside.
Right. Because, I mean, Pela knows full well that they were not brought on this mission to fight. They were brought on this mission to help heal and increase the chances that people leave this place alive. So I think despite the temptation of riches, again, it's that cost risk analysis for her. It would not be worth it to try and get gold if she would not be able to fight the things. So she would turn around back towards where the others are with the hopes that she could then bring them into this place to loot it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, combat. I would like Aram to take off this round. So this is just narration of what you do.
So I think again the kind of lots and lots of sort of like little cuts, and I think as like the kind of the wounds increase, I think you see a little bit more descend towards like sort of like that kind of bird beastly side of him. And so just sort of like going more from using like a staff in a much more sort of like practiced and kind of like a more human way towards really just kind of like more flailing and a lot more kind of like head movement and sort of like very bizarre to watch, because like I'm definitely not in bird form or anything like that,
Yeah.
but sort of like using like my human head a lot more than you'd be accustomed to in combat to sort of like kind of sort of like peck at, but really be like the equivalent of like headbutting a lot of these kind of like mannequins and small garden tenders.
Devin, how do you take these things out? These fractal gardeners.
So as Aram is kind of up in these things' faces, getting very up close and personal, you're just gonna hear yelling from directly over your shoulder, "Get down!" The second your head is clear of like their head, their torso, whatever, that iron spear is getting hurled like a javelin and just punching through the middles of the things and just sort of skewering them all together, basically.
I mean, little ones that weren't skewered sort of like pop off and like flee out into the fields because they are overwhelmed, screaming in terror.
Yeah.
I think Aram feels the wind as like he goes down, spear flies. He can like feel the wind past his like neck and shoulder as the spear goes, and kind of very like bird-like like twists to sort of like watch the spear go by, and stares at where the spear impales like multiple of the fractal gardeners. And I think still staring very much at the spear and where it impaled everyone, just sort of says to Nevin, "Good shot."
I think with that is when Pela returns to the scene.
I should have known that it was their cries of pain and not your both. Aram's bleeding, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
blood from lots of points on his body. He probably
Yes.
looks really worse than he is, but looks bad.
Right,
Oh.
but I'd say it's sort of like it's this thing, and I think it's probably easy to see by Pela that it's like it looks bad, but I'm also not like anywhere near death's door. So it's like a lot of like a lot of like cuts, but it's not like I'm like streaming in blood or anything, but it's sort
Fair
of
enough.
just like, if that makes sense, it's like, oh, like somebody who got really banged up, but it's
Mhm.
not like, oh crap, like
I think she would like still come up to Aram and just like be like, sit, let's take a look at any of this real quick. We need to wait for a Fori. There's a huge room just off in that house over there. There's artwork, tapestries everywhere. Also, probably some of your animate statue things, because I didn't readily see any threats. She's like going through all this as she's just like pulling like some herbs and cloths out of her bag, just like wipe and just make sure that none of those wounds on Aram are like deep, needing of stitches, anything like that.
Yeah. I would like. mm, Which one of you feel more lucky?
nope, don't
That's
like
a
this.
question.
Don't like this.
Nevin, I would like you to roll gold 8.
Gold 8. Okay, hang on.
Got this, Nevin.
Counting 6s.
Layla secretly pit pockets Aram.
1, 2, 3.
3 gold.
Dang.
Oh,
Yep.
As you figure out how to split that amongst yourselves, because I doubt Pela is getting the gold. If you're worried, you
Yeah.
have gotten a lot of honey. Like, I can't emphasize how much a sack full of honey is. That is about 10 pounds per sack of
Nice.
honey. So, you have collected it all up, at least as much as you can carry. Perhaps your compatriots can carry more, but they aren't here because they were so scared of the bee room.
What did I find in the pollen room?
Pollen, you found the gardener's tools that had some like.
Oh
the gold
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your gold count is correct currently.
Okay, cool. And then so I'm just I guess I'll take my dear sweet time trying to find these people.
Yeah, going between the rooms. They really went outside. They haven't come back in.
Okay. Yeah, well, on my way, like when I say I take my dear sweet time, I'm gonna be like looking for treasure as like I'm trying to half-heartedly find these people.
Just to sort of explore, meander. This is
Yeah.
gonna be a hunt roll with one token, one light die, because I don't think any of your skills will apply. Because
Nope, I'm not a hunter. I'm a fighter. But if you're gonna piss me off, I might as well do something while I'm down here.
yeah,
Let's see what digital dice gives me.
mm-hmm.
This is why I don't trust digital dice. Fuck you. I got a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably as you're looking through, there's not really anything of monetary value. The plants are kind of a little bit, at least than like in the far left room, kind of are a little bit giving you like a little skeevy feeling. The regular flowers in the central room, and just taking a look around like the bee room again, going by. Wait a minute, those aren't bees.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Specifically, it's taken a look. It's they like taking a look at that group of bees that were on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Their wings move very slowly, to give an illusion of like they're bees, but bees don't move like that because like they sort of like move and like sort of like crawl around even when they're not flying. These
Okay.
bees are not crawling around. These aren't bees. And
What are they?
it looks to be a lever disguised as bees.
A lever disguised as bees?
You do not know what the lever does. That is the terrible thing.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
Yeah.
The glass hives
Oh shit!
start to raise on up into the ceiling,
I didn't do
and
it.
the bees they are starting to like panic a little and like flying to their hives to like try to protect their honey
Mhm.
because like they don't know what's going on. The hives are moving, and they are now at the ceiling. The grate is now accessible
Oh,
because the bees are away.
cool. I'm going to move slowly as to not to startle the bees any further
Mhm.
to the grate and open that bitch with my fire hand. It doesn't seem like why not.
Yeah. Yeah,
Last time I touched the door, it was not
Yeah.
great. So yeah.
Now, since the the fractal gardeners are really distracted by the bees, they're a little bit confused as like their bee friends are now up at the ceiling, so they're like, okay, well, I guess we have other things to do now, and like they're like sort of like cleaning up, probably looking for like their tools again, and they see you messing around with the gate, and they're like, just they're like internally, you know what they're thinking just because of like the previous encounter.
Mm-hmm.
They're like fire hazard, and so they start to like just head out very calmly out into the other room to get buckets of water.
Cool. I'm gonna go down the hole.
Okay.
Before they come back with buckets of water.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Not again.
Yeah. Descending below the grates, it's a very tight space. You would need to crawl.
Yeah, of course. It's not my first time crawling.
Yeah. It's not too far of a crawl though. It does open up into a room with rows of plants that are suspended in a light green ooze in clear bottles stacked like a wine cellar.
Huh.
All of these plants are meticulously labeled.
What do they say?
You do not read Old Kalduhr. Probably it says like what sort of like type of plant that is inside the bottle.
Okay.
Uh,
Can I get one of every plant?
How careful are you being?
Actually, I'm actually trying to be very careful because like in how I handle them. I'm taking them with like my offhand and just like gently putting them in my backpack. And what else do I have in my backpack? I'm gonna try and cushion it with some of the bandages that I have left, and like put sacks of honey in between them so they're not like crashing together.
Yep. Yeah.
And I will take my time because I mean they're fine. They should be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Taking your time. You see that in the sort of good bottles, because some of the bottles have been like kind of like the seal has been broken and they smell rancid and awful, so you don't take those. But however, like in the very nicely sealed ones, the plant inside like sort of twitches a little bit. And you put them in your backpack. A clutch of these is worth 3 gold. However, I will note out of character, if not handled very carefully, they will explode.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Creepy bottle plants. How many do I have?
You have 4, but altogether there were 3 gold.
Cool.
But meanwhile, back in the cornfields.
All right, so we've got once again having to like put my foot on a dead thing to yank the spear back out of out of the remains.
Of
Just-
straw and wood. They're not gory creatures.
No, but the spear is barbed. Like it's a harpoon, is what it is. So pulling it back out the other way it's a task no matter what it's stuck in. Not necessarily strenuous, just annoying. So once he's done that, golly. I'm trying to think what he would loot from them.
Mm-hmm.
You said that they were mostly straw and wood, so they're not made of
Artificial materials.
okay.
Mannequins are a type of like construct. They're humanoid. Typically, they're made of like anything ranging from wood to clay.
Mm-hmm.
There are some types of mannequins that have been rumored to be made out of flesh, and those people are extremely paranoid about because they're like, how can you tell like a flesh mannequin from a regular person?
Yeah.
This is not even an issue in this module, and like I'm just like horrified of the lore implications.
I mean, I guess he would be just kind of tearing them apart, looking for like some sort of internal component. I don't know. Maybe they've got joints or ball bearings made out of some precious metal, something like that.
Yep, you can find that.
All right, sounds good.
How you're splitting the 3 gold?
I think it's 1 each, especially because Cassian is here still too, right? So
I mean, technically, it would be you that would get the 2 gold because you are paying for Cassian.
well, but he still has to pay for his burdens, though, right? Like
Yes.
he's not like a
Yes,
So.
you are covering his burdens. So effectively, Aram, you are at 6 burdens.
Love that. Yeah, that sounds great.
Aram is definitely getting 1, for sure. And then just looking between them, we should head back and regroup before we go anywhere else.
I think
So Nevin
I
is
think
going
in like
to
an
get 2 gold.
an uncharacteristic move, I think like having Cassian now under sort of like his care or something, Aram is like a little more emboldened, and says, "We're not going to leave it there. We need this gold to get back up. 1 for me, 1 for Cassian, 1 for you. That's equal."
I only hid because I was told to. Yeah. And I did get us through the gate initially. And well, if there's any further traps, I can look for them.
You did good work, Nevin. Let's consider the whole crew.
That wording has some very specific significance.
That was good.
You can almost sort of hear his teeth grinding a little bit.
We have to make sure the whole crew is fed, Nevin.
Motherfucker. If you say that, I'm initiating
In all serious, are you? What are you doing? As
I am. I will hand over a gold for Cassian.
okay.
I was gonna say that before you pulled some shit.
Okay.
That was stressful.
I'm just like,
To be clear, out of character,
Yeah.
in my vision, I'm mostly joking, but also like in my vision, part of my pitch for saying that is that Aram is saying that with no
Yeah.
secondary meaning. Like
Oh,
the
for
idea
sure.
is that
Mhm.
is that Aram is saying this in a totally like just
neutral.
like
For
neutral
sure.
way,
For sure.
and the meaning is definitely known, but it's not in Aram like
Yeah,
Mhm.
side eye.
it is
Yeah, yeah,
dramatic irony.
It's 100% dramatic irony.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Stumbled upon the exact
Phrasing to trigger him.
that's the one. Yeah, exactly.
Oopsie.
This is
And
gonna end in PvP. We're all just gonna murder each other.
Mhm.
eventually we'll get there.
Oops.
That's the season finale.
It's just gonna be an audio recording as the final episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so kimbo.
Well, the longer we stand here, the more time we wait for another group of scythe cutters to come and take another stab at us. So I suggest we get the hell out of here. And
Good
regroup.
idea. Where did Afori go?
I assume he's back at the greenhouse where we left him.
Getting stung by bees.
Probably killer bees.
Could be.
Mhm.
Only one way to find out. Sort of peer over his shoulder and turns to leave. Isn't going to walk away until he sees you guys moving.
I really don't want to get stung by bees.
Yeah, I think as like you're heading back, I think enough time has passed where you can reconvene with a Fury.
Did we lose them?
Yeah, I think we may have lost them.
Oh. Well, I mean, we knew that. We're trying to get back to him. No, I know.
Ayo.
Ew.
Seriously, folks.
Seriously, we have had multiple people step away, so
Oh no, there's a beastie in front of us.
yeah, yeah. But we'll fast forward for a little bit, because we'll worry about what happens with the Fury. Hopefully, we will not end up in PvP, or combat again. But where do you go from the greenhouses? Fury.
Yeah, did I disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you were totally gone.
I have sorry, don't know what happened. My internet was fine and I'm like, what the hell happened? Sorry. Hi. Yeah, no. I was in such a place of zen that I blacked out.
That's so valid.
Mhm.
So are we
Honey.
basically coming back to the greenhouse and like the bee door is open and you are nowhere to be found because you are in a hatch?
Underneath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Indica is really strong sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I guess if I hear you guys above me, I'm going to carefully like make my way back out. And like I am being overtly careful. Like you know that I'm like
it's unusual.
Yeah, like normally I'm plow through the door. No, now I'm just being like super protective of my backpack and stuff.
Yeah.
Nevin's kind of taking it as we just kind of saw you really lose your shit a second ago. And now you're being very cautious, very careful, not sure if you're just like afraid you're gonna snap again, or if you are actually literally on the verge of losing it again and you are just physically containing yourself very well right now. So we're just not going to address anything here because we're not opening that can of worms.
You guys are we good to go back up, or y'all want to look around some more?
Pela thinks she found something out in the corn here. If you've cleared the place out, I suspect that's our next stop.
All right. Let's go
Kayla's like
look at
eyeing a
corn.
Fori and just like, there's no sting marks. Like,
Yeah, Afori's
flowers
gonna
are gasted.
like Afori's going to notice you like eyeballing him. Is like, you had your chance, and he's gonna go
Yeah,
over
she's
to
very
them.
intently like staring because he's bare chested. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
up here, please.
Yeah, no, you had your chance. Or we're just gonna show us where this corn is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
So
he's going to burn this entire cornfield down if he steps into it.
It's like
I mean,
holding one arm and one leg like up or something, you know, just like.
This is fine.
yeah, I'm not gonna have like roll to like navigate a cornfield since like you've already been to the reliquary once already. So
Yeah.
Well, and we probably cut a swath there, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
to some
Yeah.
extent.
yeah, so the reliquary. Yeah, there is that gallery again. Pristine petals are positioned under skylights, which seems to be like bringing in daylight from like a nice noonday. Artwork displayed on the walls, a tapestry. If you take a look at it, you realize that it is not like the title of it is not in Old Kalduhr.
Oh,
Does it? Does anyone speak Nogganese?
Could I have picked up some Naganese? Literally, only like one or two phrases from that one chick.
unless it says "Oh God, yes," I don't think.
I was gonna say stares
That's
at
what I was
camera
gonna
like
say.
Tim Halpert. Yeah.
One or two phrases, literally just like, "Oh God, don't stop. Yes, please," or something like that. I don't know.
I mean,
There's
Being-
conjugation here.
There's conjugation, huh?
Hey,
I mean
that's
that
what she
was
called
pretty
it.
conjugal. What happened? You know,
That's
that
what she
was-
called it.
Hello, hello. Seriously,
no,
folks.
but, I mean,
Um,
working
it-
on trade ships across the seas, Neva might have picked up some Nogganese along the way.
Yeah, there appears to be a few, like a list of names. There seems to be something like a positive of the positive trait of Carrot Ilsnu, Riot Il Kor, and Shar Indo.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
He's just kind of reading that out loud, like to himself, but loud enough that you could hear him. Vaguely realizing that this sounds like gibberish. I'm not quite parsing this.
Oh.
You want to run that by me again?
The something good, something of Carrot Il Snu, Ratet Iakor, and Shiar Iano. So
Uh-huh.
3 names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It seems the tapestry itself it seems to be as new as the day it was made. It depicts 3 snake men battling an amboid god. I don't actually know what that word means.
How do you spell it?
Ameboid.
Amoeboid.
Amoeboid,
Like an
yeah.
amoeba shaped.
Amoeba shaped.
Vaguely amoeba like.
Yes.
Okay, so they're fighting the powerhouse of the gods.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
okay, if it's a battle scene, maybe the positive is victory, something like that, maybe,
Mhm.
or like
Yeah.
bounty if maybe they were looting. I'm not quite sure, but it worked out for them, I suppose.
just gonna point out potential guard statues before we grab anything.
Yeah, fair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a way you guys took that out last time. I seem to remember Fori telling a story about just punching them repeatedly.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the guard statues that are here.
mhm.
Do any of them have like a hammer?
They have pole arms.
Oh, great.
Like
These are-
halberds or something.
Yeah, like halberds.
hate that.
It's got a reach weapon.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna stand in between the guard statues and the party, but in a way that it's clearly just I'm here to do a job. My weapon's not even drawn. I'm just like,
You're just posted up.
I'm here.
Does it? I am assuming that the weapons are probably like carved stone as well, but on the off chance, does it look like there is a way to either remove or break the weapons off from the statues?
That sounds like a hunt roll.
I think so.
A relevant skill or piece of equipment.
Let me see.
Mario the plumber, yeah.
I could potentially argue hunting for just the fact that it is dealing with some kind of weaponry. I could also potentially argue improvisation in that I personally have never dealt with these things. I'm not sure what the composition of them is, but I'm taking a crack at this that I know works somewhere else, i.e. disarming an actual person.
Taking a crack.
I was about to say no, but it's like disarming another person is an act of improvisation, so I will give you that. So
All
too
right.
light.
Too light. Oh, let me set down the dark die. How about?
Mhm.
I actually picked up one of each by accident. Okay. We got a 5.
A 5 light. I think as like you sort of approach them, the weapons sort of move swiftly as though down to like keep you away from any items. Something that you do notice is that it just seems like the upper body has been made animated rather than the lower body.
So they might not be able to move from their spots.
Yes, they probably can't move from their spot. So like if you were to like run, grab stuff, and leave the room, you could do that. But however, they could get like a hit off you to do that.
Are those weapons made of stone? Did we answer that question? They are made of stone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would hurt though.
Yeah. I was just
Do we want to
thinking.
like? Here's the thing. I won't be the only person to play chicken with them, but I will play chicken with them. If we want to just bum rush them, basically.
Wait, you said they can't move off that post?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can reach, from what I understand from the preliminary, their weapons can reach pretty much anywhere in the room, but they also can't move from the spot that they're standing.
Okay, if they can't move, you guys aren't in any real danger. Afora's gonna go outside.
Sure.
I think as Afori moves to go outside, I like either before you move outside or sometime in this. I do think Aram, kind of similar to what Pela did, is looking you up and down, Afori, and openly asks about like, are you okay? You seem unhurt.
I'm fine, but I'm here to protect you, and you guys don't really need protection right now, so I'll be outside.
Okay. I will note that there is 2 other side rooms that you could go through, as well as like the double large like golden doors at the far end of the room.
Well, I'm not going to go in that direction, but I will take a side room.
All right. Left or right?
I like right. It's where my burning hand is. Yeah, let's go the way of the burning hand.
Yes. I think as you enter it, it is a library. Something that you can immediately see without having to make a hunt roll is monstrous butterflies, like the size of a small cat. They are eating books.
Oh, so pretty normal. Yeah.
Mhm.
In one corner of the room of the library, chairs have been arranged to face a shelf where a single book sits in pristine condition, not being eaten by butterflies. It is closed.
I'm gonna go for the book. Books are like these books are already getting destroyed. If I'm gonna be a fire hazard, might as well grab the shiny one.
Mm-hmm. Are you picking it up and putting it in your backpack?
Uh, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I will grab it with my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is gonna be
your
fun.
on your first contact, your fingernails start to grow out and your hair starts to grow longer, as though as as though you had aged a year.
Cool. And then I stick it in my backpack.
Okay.
Oh no, don't say it like that.
I've got nails now. That's fun.
A year's worth of nail growth, though. Ugh.
It's a lot.
That's
That
gross.
is significant.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
gnarly. You get some
I-
talents.
I have made a note that timekeeping is now important.
Love that.
Uh,
It's a threat, chaotic. That sounds like a threat.
oh
Uh,
wait, and my hair grew out.
Yeah, your hair grew out like a couple inches, so
Oh no, time for a new hero forge.
Yeah, I'm working on it already.
Maybe like
anyways,
a nice little bob or top knot
ponytail.
or
for the other two, is there any particular place that you would want to go to? Do you want to go to the side or through try to see the double doors?
I think Ram's actually falling pretty close behind Ifori
Mm-hmm.
because I think Ram feels a little, certainly very conflicted, but a little bit guilty about not falling earlier. So trying to split the difference by trying to somewhat follow behind Ifori. So it isn't stopping Ifori from
Yeah.
taking the book or anything, but it's
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah,
close behind. And
you see Euphoria like go to grab the book and suddenly longer nails and hair.
I think Aram definitely reacts to both the long hair and nails and also the complete lack of reaction to long hair and nails from Ifori, and is just kind of wide-eyed but keeps on following.
If this gets any worse, well, I won't be having this book for too long, so this should
Hey,
be fine.
be careful. We can help.
Okay, that's why we have a healer. If I get too enfeeble, she can do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Had magical aging.
What do you mean? This is exactly what you were hired for.
Oh no.
No, it's like retinol. You get some de-aging cream. You have some
Did you
wrinkle
not
stuff.
bring the
It's-
fountain of youth with you? Like, what are we even paying you for?
Yeah, like why are you even here?
All right.
Damn fudging that resume.
All right. Nevin, Pela, what are you two doing? Are you also following Euphoria?
You said there was a second room off. Is
Yeah.
it within like shouting range?
Yes, absolutely. It is within shouting range. There is not really hallways per se, but rather like two like single doors off to the sides. Opening the door, not too much
Yeah.
issue. Unlike the previous two rooms, this other door is like as in pitch black darkness. It smells heavily of chemicals.
I really hate all
I'm
the
just looking
choices in
through
this
my-
place.
Yeah. So it's pitch dark.
Mhm.
Chemicals. I he's kind of suggesting this to Pela. I have a torch. Do you think what is in there is safe to light a torch around?
I think for Pela in particular, you do recognize like some of these chemicals as disinfectants. So like they're not flammable.
Right. Is there like an underlying like metallic scent of blood as well?
Yes. It's something that would smell like an operating room.
Oh, that's terrible.
You love to see it.
Surgery.
No, I think a torch would be fine actually.
Mhm.
The blood doesn't smell fresh. Right? Okay.
Yeah, it smells old.
Just old blood and potential mummies.
Yes, as you light the room, it becomes more horrifying because the chemicals are doing a lot of work to try to cover up the smell of blood because everything is caked in dried blood
Beauty.
in this room. There are several metal beds and instruments that are mounted on the ceiling, a ruin of debris resting on the floor, and one of the beds is in use. There is a man in it. At least it kind of looks like a man, but a little bit strange. Like the forehead is a little bit too jutted out forward, and the sort of nose is a little bit too large. It's has really big fingers, completely naked.
Is the chest rising and falling with breath? Is it alive?
There,
Morbid curiosity is like inching her forward into this room.
there doesn't seem to be any movement. There is also like a sort of circle of salt surrounding the table. I will make you roll a hunt roll.
Don't want to disturb that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just one light dice.
2, since this is a surgery room and you have surgery.
Indeedle.
Mhm.
Ah. Well, I encountered something terrible. I got a 2 and a 1. Don't smile like that.
What? I didn't say anything.
I mean, as you sort of get around, like sort of like a little bit corner, like you realize like each table is surrounded like by circles of salt, as well as like you aren't the only quote unquote people there. There are a few others that you didn't really see because they were around like the corner, and they also appear to just be looking at these tables completely still, as though someone pressed, like said stop, and they just froze there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
And?
want to? Do you want to get close to like investigate?
So there are people suspended in time. It would
Yeah.
appear.
Yeah, some of the clothes are a little bit dated. Some look like having metal armor from a bygone era.
I mean, Nevin, what is this? God, like this curiosity or
how determined are you to find out? Because at some point I cannot reach in and pull you out of there. He's still back by the door, by the way. He might have taken like a step or two after you, but he's very much like, hand on the door jamb, like ready to bolt.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
There's salt circles. But is there anything of value
I
that
mean,
is
yeah, I mean, some of the, like, there is a person who's like wearing like a very nice, like, sort of religious, like, signifier of like one of the sisters. It is made of gold. There is gems embedded in it. I mean, you could reach on through and grab it yourself.
Do it.
chaotic? Don't say it like that. Fuck it. Yeah, let's try and grab the necklace.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Risk roll. What can go wrong?
Nothing.
You cross the boundary of salt and become frozen in time. Someone would need to come and rescue you.
Sorry.
Anything from anyone else as to what can
Jeez.
go wrong?
That did you say that dead looking body was in the circle of salt?
I never said it was dead.
No, dead looking.
Nope.
I never said it.
The thing
What
on the
the-
table.
Yeah.
Is the thing on the table within the salt?
The thing on the table is within the salt.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing on the table is perfectly still. Doesn't appear to be dead per se. Just not breathing.
I have one. When you cross when you reach over the thing, you like break the salt line. You like the way you do it, you have to break the salt line, and whatever happens after that happens. Awakening homeboy on the table.
I was gonna go in that direction as well. Is something you do breaks the spell on them.
Oh, goody. Okay.
Don't like that goody. Don't like that goody.
Light die. Or skill or piece of equipment.
For a skill or piece of equipment. For grabbing a necklace?
I mean, you could try taking a look through your backpack slots.
Yeah, because then I could just like have a fat. I mean, like what I already have, or just like the found equipment.
Yeah, it would be backpack equipment because like they represent amorphous items that you have on you.
Yeah. Like what could help?
I want to suggest something just real quick. If I put my torch out, could you use your ritual to go after it? He did say the room was pitch black.
Chaotic your face.
It would not mitigate the current risk. It could increase the risk because it is a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it could mitigate other factors.
Okay. I just thought I'd offer. Or
Yeah.
suggest.
Yes. And it could offer more opportunities to use other types of equipment because you have probably equipment to cast your rituals with. Or skills that are relevant.
Yeah. I guess like being an. Because man. All right, so my options to gain a light dice are to enact the ritual.
No.
And face repercussions. Okay, go ahead.
Rituals change up the fiction.
Mm-hmm.
They automatically add dark dice.
Okay.
Because they're inherently risky. Currently, you're not at any dark dice because I don't think this is risking your body or mind. It puts you in a shitty position, but like you're not going to take harm from it.
Gotcha.
However, it expands the list of items that you can use from like, hey, this is an item that I could use to lift the item to like, hey, this is an item that helps me under the cloak of darkness, or what have you. So like
Mhm.
it offers more opportunities for skills and items, but it doesn't inherently add them.
Gotcha. Whereas another option could be in my found equipment, I could just like, again, like you said, like find something that I could use to like lift off the
Mhm.
necklace without like directly touching it with my hand. So I think I'd rather go with that one, like filling an equipment slot and like not directly touching the item to like pull it off of the thing.
Mhm.
Okay. Gosh, I feel like she'd have just like some sort of trowel that she would pull out and like just try to use that to somehow leverage the necklace, even like by I don't want to like break it, but jewels are worth something no matter what. So
Yeah, so that would be your first light die. Devil's bargains. No matter what,
oh, thanks for adding that.
I think that the item you take, at least the amulet, will become cursed if you try to take it. Any others?
No matter what, something comes out of this room with you.
Okay. I like how ambiguous that is, though.
Yeah, I know I can come out of that real easily.
Anything else?
I'm too scared to say stuff.
Yeah, no, those seem pretty bad. Oh wait, I have one. No matter what, none of us can reach you in time.
Oh, that is abstract. That
What does it mean?
I don't know. That's the fun part.
Okay. Aram, did you have anything you wanted to add? Are you
No.
No.
Just cowering in terror. I'm
Help
just
me.
Beaker from the Muppets over here.
Aron's like, no matter what, we get a freaking break.
Because I like the thought that like something is like follows her out, but what could it mean that no one reaches her in time? I don't want to die though.
I mean, honestly, it could even just be we don't reach you in time to save you from yourself about taking the stupid cursed amulet.
Mm-hmm.
It could be anything.
I know exactly how I handle that one now. I got it.
We're rolling dice.
Okay. Well, which one are you taking? Any devil's bargains?
I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to take.
Yeah, so evens or odds.
Yeah. So I think evens would be Nevins. The odds would be Aforis. And I got a 2.
Ooh, that's nicer.
Yeah, no, something follows you out. Okay.
Yeah. A friend.
A friend. 2 light dice.
Somebody's
Okay.
friend.
Forever friend. Just it's fine.
BFF, yeah.
This is a hunt or a risk? Risk.
This risk.
Is there a dark die?
No. Not yet.
I rolled a 6
Not
and a
yet.
5.
6. Damn, that is really well. So you take this necklace, slip it off, sort of goes over the head, falls onto the trowel, back over the barrier, and into your pocket. It is worth 2 gold.
Where?
And then something notices you. You do not see it. Because it is not among the living in this room. You know, that's not the most powerful item here. To your right is a blade that has never lost a battle. If you pick it up, you would be immortal. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Wild.
Pick it up. You gotta pick it up.
Oh, that's good.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so good.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.